Are you okay? Yes. What face is Karen Degen wearing today?
Hi.
A poker face?
I've got my happy face on. I'd have to have, wouldn't I, really?
You have to. You don't have to feel it.
No.
You can put one on, though.
But I try very hard not to wear a mask, because when we're wearing a mask, we're not being real. And, you know, a lot of people do wear a mask that says, I'm happy, I'm confident, I'm doing well in life. Because we share the persona of what we think other people want to see, of what we think will be acceptable. And of course, the reason why we wear a mask is because if we don't love and accept ourselves, then we need that acceptance from other people. So therefore we feel we have to be who they want us to be. And the problem with wearing masks, Andrew, is that it saps a lot of our energy. And that's energy we could be using to keep ourselves healthy, motivated and moving forward in life.
Yeah, and it's draining, isn't it?
It's very draining.
Very taxing. Do you ever get people who are wearing a sad mask or are not doing so well mask?
Well, the funny thing
On
is,
purpose?
Yes, they do. Consider this. I had a client recently who a loved one had passed away over the last couple of years, and she'd done a lot of her grieving, but she felt that there are society rules, shall we say, that she had this rule in her head that says, well, I need to grieve for 5 years, and it'd only been 2. And so she felt that she had to wear the mask that says, oh, I'm happy, I'm still grieving, I'm a bit sad. And especially I don't think her children had finished grieving, and she just didn't feel that she could show how happy she was in front of them. So she was walking around with a sort of a mute on the happiness, a sad mask, so to speak.
Wow, and that's so not being true to yourself, is it really?
It's not being true to yourself. I asked her, do you give yourself permission to be 100% happy? And she said no.
So what stops us from taking off the mask? It's pretty obvious for that one there. She's thinking of her children, she's thinking of others and not herself. But what do you think it is so hard for people to actually reveal their true face?
It makes you very vulnerable if you're showing the true you to someone. And sometimes our masks, we wear them for so long, they become part of us, and we don't even realise how to take them off anymore. They've been with us for so long. I was actually at an event the other week, and someone was speaking, and it was a very professional event with very professional people there, and he spoke about how over the period of the last few years things hadn't gone so well for him, and he sort of dropped back, and his business had not gone so well, and then actually earned less and less and less over the last few years. And I was so touched by how real he was. I thought, how many people, this is a man who had no mask on. And it made me realise hardly any time do you ever see someone without a mask. And I was so touched by his realness. And that's one of the things I help people to do, is to let go of their masks. So sometimes, even though we know we're wearing it, it's very hard for us to let go of it ourselves.
Probably a good example of that would be John Curwen and what the impact he had when he
was being real
about his depression, actually. So, yeah.
It's funny you should mention that, because a lot of people who are very out there, very outgoing, very funny life of the party, are actually very depressed, but they don't let you see that. They play the mask of the funny, happy person, but often behind the scenes they're absolutely crashing. Actors,
they're a classic example of that, aren't they? Putting on a face all the time. So what would your tip be this week if we are currently walking with a mask, and probably a lot of us are around this time for Christmas, because not all of us enjoy this time.
No, this is the time we wear our masks even more with our family. If you want, happiness does not lie behind a mask. So if you want to be happy, one thing you can do yourself is imagine being without your mask. Imagine, just in your mind's eye, taking it off around certain people or in certain circumstances. Sit with that feeling that comes, because there'll be some emotions that come up. Write down your feelings. Then look at that list and think, okay, can I do this on my own? Can I deal with all those feelings if I take my mask off? If the answer is yes, then do it. If the answer is no, then seek some professional help, perhaps from someone like myself, who can help you to do that, because happiness does not lie behind a mask.
Yeah, so it's having your heart on your sleeve, isn't it? And who you can actually do that in with. Okay, so this is our last time for this year. It's a little bit sad. We've covered so many things this year, Karen, and you've given some fantastic tools. I'm really excited about 2016. How do you feel about your 2016 going into it?
I'm excited because, as you know, my book, there's a big book launch in February, so we'll be talking about that in the new year. So that's a really exciting thing for me. It's been a big deal. Santa bought me a new title, author.
I like that. Thank you so much for your positivity, but more so for the real tools that you've given. You've helped a lot of people this year, and it's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to doing it all again next year with
me too.
Our new program that we'll talk about a bit later.
Thank
Very
you.
exciting. Rightio.